Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So my name is Justin Shafio, and I am 26 years old. I came with my friends Kristen, my girlfriend Crystal, and Alberto over here from Florida, our city of refuge. And I heard about you guys through Alberto through Rev Reality, which I know you guys are familiar with Tommy Green's ministry.
Right,
Yeah. So, expectations coming here, we talked about that a little bit. We just, heard it was Transformation Center. We knew that deliverance was a thing that was, that commonly occurred here. So, for me personally, some of the words that really hit home with me was someone, I think it was Ina, she called out, she's like, you need to learn to start being led more by the Spirit instead of by your brain.
Yeah.
And even though that's a very small, simple thing, before I came here, I was kind of complaining over myself that I always think way too much. I'm always in my head too much, And for her to just kind of call that out, and that was just huge. Like, I really don't even know what it's going to look like back home, but I mean, sometimes, there's a lot of revelation, simplicity, so it was really, really good. And even you, Allie, too, because I remember when the first time we were here, when we were all kind of on the floor in front of the cross, I remember you came up and you're like, I know this has been kind of a rough season. You're in a place right now you don't necessarily know if you really want to be in, but there's a new season coming. It's actually here, and there's faith building, there's faith stirring, and I'm holding on to that. Like, I really feel like that was great confirmation, and that's something I'm going to take back home for sure. So it was great, and the whole deliverance process. I mean, yeah, that was just really big. So thank you guys. Honestly, it was cool.
You got baptized this year?
Oh yeah, so I spoke in tongues for the first time. That was great. That's something I'm going to take in my personal quiet time, I think, with the Lord, and learn how to cultivate that a little more. But honestly, for the first time, that was something else. Yeah, that was big. Yep.
That's good.
All right, my name's Kristen. You want to age and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm 33. I know. So I have 15 pages of notes, and I'm not normally a note taker.
Yeah.
So I know that means that God was just depositing a lot, and I needed to get it down so that when I go back, I had something to reference. I think the whole experience, I expected it to look one way, and it's looked completely different. I came really wanting a very specific word. I wanted to have this huge epiphany and an aha moment. And I feel like God basically just said, that's not what I'm wanting for you. I just want to remove the chaos and just get yourself quiet. I was talking to Alberto earlier, and I felt like I heard about this ministry when he came back from his conference, and I just said, I'm going. And we bought our tickets, and then we're like, okay, now someone else needs to go with us too, And I was like, I want to go because I know there's purpose for me, and I don't feel like I'm living that purpose. And I feel like the whole reason that I was here is because what I was saying about there's a purpose for me was really some pipe dream that I had, and it wasn't a reality in my life. It was something that I hoped was a reality in my life, and it was like that thread that I was hanging on to. So I feel like this is where God just says, there's purpose, and maybe you don't know all of the whys and wherefores and everything that looks like, but I'm real. And I'm here, and you're mine, and I love you. And what's really interesting is that I would have told you those things before, but it's different now. I know it. Whereas before I just kind of knew it. So, but yesterday during deliverance, my experience was, I guess for other people, really heavy, and I came out feeling like, was that even real? But then sensing just completeness, like sensing being whole. And being whole doesn't feel like what I thought it would be. I thought it would be really exciting and energetic and just frantic almost, and that's not at all what it was. It was like peace, be still. Like the storm is done. I got a word earlier that the struggle is over. Just remain in me. The struggle's over. We don't have to go back there. So forward, Christian soldier.
Yes.
Sorry for my American friends, but that's fine, I need switch in Russian. Меня зовут Стас, мне 24, и это мой второй инкаунтер. Важная тема была последняя, да, победоносная жизнь, и это, наверное, то, после моего первого инкаунтера я, наверное, не был готов, и было много так, и это было 4 года назад, в 2011 году, и многие вещи происходили, что просто в какой-то момент я понял, что мне нужно толчок, мне нужно слово в мою жизнь от Бога, мне нужно просто понять, куда двигаться дальше, в каком направлении, и как просто быть победителем в жизни и в Боге, и просто нести свет людям, нести любовь, нести силу, нести огонь. И слава Богу, я получил, что мне было нужно, я получил этот толчок, я укрепился еще больше, и спасибо команде еще раз. Не устану это говорить, потому что это большой труд, и 4 года назад, и были плоды, и если бы не тот Инкаунтер, я тогда, не знаю, может, не был бы я сегодня здесь, и конечно, слава нашему Богу, слава Папе. Аллилуйя.
I was trying to remember any of the Russian words you taught me. Ruski, Pagani. For me, I came here completely open just because when someone told me about it, like I just felt my heart jump and go, you need to go. And there was no way, there was no open door or anything like that, but I just remember coming home and going, all right, I need to go, and I know a friend who would love to go, and so I'll share that with them, and we'll see what God will do. And a week later, she calls me. She's like, "Hey, I booked those tickets." So and I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, we're going," And I remember sitting with my wife at home and just kind of talking about it. She was excited for me, and she was like, "What do you expect? What are you looking for?" And I said, "I don't know." And arriving here and going through sort of the whole deliverance process yesterday, it very quickly became apparent to me that my expectation was sort of that there was something wrong with me that I would discover, right? Which was a mindset that I've lived in for so long. And then sort of the confirmation, like there's nothing wrong with you, but you won't receive something good. Like you've allowed discouragement and cynicism to cover your heart, and then to believe that something good can come. And so it became more apparent with this year and some of the opportunities the Lord has opened up, and how despite doing all of those things, I would still feel empty. I would still feel like, wow, I still don't feel like there's anything good at all about me or in me. And so going through this whole process and hearing multiple people give voice to what I was feeling, and then began to speak things into my life, it was like I had this empty room in my heart that now became filled, and that was like huge, because now I feel confident in who God has called me to be, and I don't have to sit there and go, then why isn't it happening, or why it's like it felt like that season is over, and it's like, okay, the sun's rising. Like we can go do the work, So that was really good.
That's good.
Hello, I'm Crystal, and I came from the Florida group. My journey's kind of taken me from Guatemala to Salt Lake City, to Seattle in the last few months as part of the transformation. But I was having lunch with Alberto, and we were just talking about a dream and a vision that he knows that God's placed on my heart, and he mentioned Seattle, and I was like, next week? Okay, sure, let's do it. So we did it, and God just totally laid out the tickets and the timing, and just allowed my boss's heart to be open to even giving me the time off that I didn't actually have. So I know there's a purpose in being here, and I felt that immediately, but something I've just been consistently being restored, which is the kind of the word that I keep taking with me, is that I sold out for a lot of things in the world, and I just kind of felt like, although my salvation was secure, I think my purpose as far as him being able to use me for great things was always somewhat in question. I was like, because if I backslide again, which is pretty much a running theme, then people won't believe me or believe him, and I can't, be a witness if people are looking to me for him. So something he just kept reminding me this weekend of is that the devil can't thwart any plan that God has. So although I've been my biggest enemy, his plans are so much greater than what I even can imagine, and that he is trading those ashes for beauty, and that it is a process. So I'm super encouraged. I got several awesome words. I definitely got filled with the Holy Spirit, which is amazing. And I'm just confident in what he's doing, and just to get more out of my mind and into the Spirit is where I'm headed. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you, guys.
I'm Sierra, and I'm technically 16 since my birthday's on Thursday. I expected it to be like radical, awesome, but also kind of scary, and that's exactly what it was. It was so much fun, and I realized who I am as an individual in God's sight, and embraced it, which is totally cool. And I got rid of all the generational curses. It's going to stop with me. It's not going to continue on in my family. And I'm going to go home, and I'm just going to be like, I'm going to bring this atmosphere to my house. My family needs it. And I like meeting all the people. You guys are all cool. I love the accents. It's really awesome.
Good.
I'm married, and I am 37 now. I am 15. I heard about this awesome thing because my dad is Tom Green from reality.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's cool. But basically, there were some bad things that happened with my mom. We won't go into detail, but I was like, I just needed to get rid of all that.
Yeah.
So my dad was like, well, they're having an encounter in Seattle in October. I was like, I'm going. It's happening. I need it. And then it was just a plus that Sierra was coming too. So. But I think one thing I was nervous about was that a lot of my friends are atheists, and a lot of them have totally, because we live in Mormon Central, basically.
Yeah.
So everyone thinks, they all think that, God is that, where it's just, extreme religion. So I was like, I don't want to go back and, shove religion in their face, but I'm going to do it anyways. So at first I was like, I don't know about this, but now I'm like, yeah. If they hear it from me, then they'll know, because they know that I'm upfront with them about lots of things, so they'll be like, oh, maybe they'll take a second look at it, I don't know, but it was really good. When we were doing prophetic stuff this morning, I saw a volcano from a bird's eye view, and then it exploded, and it wasn't a good explosion. It was whee! It was there was smoke everywhere, and the smoke cleared, and there was a jungle surrounding it. So it was I literally just thought of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, where it was from the ashes of disaster grow the roses of success. And I was like, that's awesome. Something really bad happened and it made it better. And I thought if something else bad happens, it can maybe it'll get from a small island to a giant state or something. I just thought that was really cool. But yeah.
Tell us about your baptism. She's so like her dad.
Thank you for the 12th time today. I can speak in tongues now. At first I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work. word. And then I felt like I was gonna throw up, and then it just spewed out of me. And then I just got faster and faster. At the end, I was like, oh, okay. But it was really good. But
Real, huh?
yeah, it was real. And there was one point where I felt like I was gonna have a panic attack, and I like literally in tongues was like, no.
Oh.
I was like, no.
That's right.
And it stopped, but it was good. So boom.
Okay, my name is Yulia. I am 15. I'm from Washington, and I heard about Encounter on Sunday at church, and I told my brother like, oh, we're definitely going, and he was like, okay, I'll make some calls, so I'll find out. And then when we got home, I started freaking out. I was like, should I go? Should I not go? Should I stay? I don't know. And on the way here, I was freaking out too because I didn't know what's gonna happen. Do I have to tell the whole group what's happening, or what am I supposed to do? And so when we got here and we got the files and everything, and I looked at the paper that we were filling out, the 8 steps and everything, and I started freaking out again. I'm like, this is hard. This is really hard. And that was probably the hardest thing about my experience, was to fill out and confront it, talk about it. And I don't talk about things a lot. Usually I keep it to myself. So it was probably the most relieving thing. And okay, wait, I'm getting my thoughts together. Okay, it was the most relieving thing to talk about it, to pray about it. I came here to get rid of those things, and that's exactly what I did, and I got more than I wanted.
That's good.
And it was amazing, and it felt amazing, and like, what's your name again? Like Kristen said, I felt whole, at peace.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Cassandra, and I'm 18 and from Salem, Oregon. Honestly, I heard of the Encounter through the rooftops, the part of the family who's been cooking here, and I didn't really know what to expect. I was just like, yeah, I want to go. I mean, encounter God. I want to do that. And I was kind of nervous thinking about it because, I don't know, I'm just kind of recent with my journey with God. So I was kind of like, okay, should I go, should I not? And just realized, okay, just focus on God and you're going to be just fine. And coming here, I think I was really nervous until we had our time where we kneeled down at the cross, and that really set it for me because God gave me a vision of like walking into the light towards Him. And as soon as I did that, He was just like, it's okay, maybe you've done this before where you've given your life to me, but for now, there's no looking back, and this is your new journey with me. And so that really set it for me, and this entire time I've just become more confident in myself and praising Him, and broken a lot of baggage and chains that I didn't even realize I had because they were all from the past, and I know that they can't even get to me now in my future. So yeah, I've had a really good time getting to meet new people and hearing new stories, because now I just have learned so much. I've written so much more than I have in my life, I think. And it's going to help me in the future, and I'm just really confident in my walk with God now. And a lot of things, literally, all of you guys said just stood out to me so much. It's going to help a lot. Thank you.
Did you get baptized? Were you one of the people?
Yes, I did.
That's good. Pass it on.
I'm George. I'm just kidding.
Hi, I'm Adela. I'm 13. I found out about Inkaunter from my mom. She told me about it, and I was like, there is no possible way I am not going to this. And yeah, I went. I felt like if I went
to this, I might be able to get closer to God and know Him. And, you know, I didn't want to be one of those Christians that, hi, I'm Christian, I believe in God. I wanted to be one of those that are like, hi, I'm Christian, I know God. Not just believe in Him.
That's good. Good job. Next.
Hi, my name is Violetta, and I'm 13, and I went to Kids Encounter before, but this is, well, my first time because I'm 13, but, I got Youth Encounter from my mom, because my mom was like kind of like one of the leaders of the church, and so like we got, and then also my friend Angela was talking to me about Youth Encounter, and so I was thinking about it, but like, there's other plans, but then I decided to skip it, and so I just went to the Youth Encounter. And also I've been like, and then I wasn't really expecting much. I was just expecting to see him because everyone, been like hearing stories that they've been like encountered with him. But then when we like prayed, I've been getting a lot of visions. Like, I don't know, some of them made sense and some of them didn't, but there was this one I remembered that there was like this glowing like light. There was gold right next to me, but I couldn't turn my head, but it was just right next to me, but I knew it was God, so I was like happy. So yeah.
Good.
Hi, my name is Amanda. I'm 13 years old, and I learned Encounter from my friend Violetta, and
What happened here for you? What did you experience?
I got to kind of learn how to speak in tongues.
Yeah.
It was hard at first, like I thought I couldn't do it, but then I got to kind of do it a little bit.
Yeah. Good. Good. You feel like you got to know God?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Good.
My name's Daniela. I'm 13 years old, and I'm really bad at talking to a crowd. I found about this from my mother, and yeah, so I decided to come. I came here to get closer to God, and I feel like I really did get closer.
Good. Good job.
And I also learned how to speak in tongues.
Hi, I'm Emick, I'm 15, and I learned about Encounter from my mom. And at first, I was kind of hesitant to come, because I just didn't really want to go. But now I'm kind of glad I did, because I learned a lot and that I'm going to use in the future, and I had a lot of fun.
Good.
Hello, my name is Dennis. I'm 14 years old, and when I was coming here, I didn't really expect a lot. I didn't really think about Holy Spirit. I just wanted to be close to God, and then I did get the Holy Spirit and I lived talking tongues. So thanks God.